garbage truck hitting their predators.
My flight was canceled. Hello, my friends. Today is day 0 of the Costa Rica trip, and as you can see, we need a little refresher. I'm gonna be bleaching my hair. I've only done it one more time before, and I cried. It's not the best thing in the world, but we're unemployed, and we still wanna look sexy, cool, and hot, so we're gonna do it by ourselves. Okay, I'm nervous. Watching Chris Ray. Love her. I just can't get frustrated.
Now I want to sit back and relax and enjoy my evening. When all of a sudden I hear this agitating, grating voice.
Booking a flight. My flight was canceled. My flight was canceled.
Let's try again. Could you clarify your question? You can say something like book a new flight or I'm having trouble with check-in.
Book a new flight. Guys, you don't even understand what mess we had went through. So while I was bleaching my hair, and I was abruptly interrupted with an email from JetBlue saying that the airport that we were gonna land in was literally closed. The closure ended on November 20th, but our flight comes in on November 20th. Maybe they were just trying to play it safe and still cancel the flight. We had to rebook our flight to a different airport, and our Airbnb is literally like 3 or 4 hours away. Our rental car we had to move, one of our accommodations we had to move, and me and Gabe were able to rebook our flights from Newark Airport by the time that Gabe and John could get all their things sorted out. The flight that me and Gabe were on was already sold out. But yeah, it was a headache. I literally was in the middle of bleaching my hair on the phone with the girl, and I needed to wash out my bleach. Also, by the way, how does she look? It's really, really orange compared to what I'm normally used to. I definitely rushed it, so, I don't know. I think it looks fine, right? And honestly, I did lose a lot of hair this time. I think it's my hair begging me to stop dyeing it. One, the Digicam, your pill organizer. Another travel essential, oh my gosh, my drugs. You know what, this kind of looks suspicious. It's melatonin and magnesium. I cannot stress enough how important it is to have like travel sized portions of everything that you've already used. Like this is all of my skincare. It's already pre-packed. And you know the best part about this is that it's a hook. My travel backpack. They've said that it's like the size of a carry-on, but because it's in the shape of a backpack, you can use it as a personal item. And last, our compression packing cubes.
We're really travel buddies, huh? Is this the 3rd trip?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico, Mexico, Costa Rica.
Yeah. I'm practically a Spanish. Oh my god.
Cheers.
Cheers. After a nearly 12-hour travel day, Gabe and I finally just touched down in Costa Rica. Well, we have already grabbed something to eat and starting our yap session. We have 2 sets of friends that are experiencing something a little bit different. We have here our 2 very sleepy friends, John and Jelai, that woke up 2 hours earlier than us, went to a further airport, and had a longer travel time with a longer layover. So I'll let my mommy Jai speak a little bit about what they're going through right now.
Okay,
guys, our flight got delayed in another 30 minutes. Who knows how long we'll be here for? Our layover in Orlando is supposed to be 3 hours long, and I have not eaten, nor have we slept. Okay, another update. Our flight was delayed for an hour.
Knowing what they have went through, I'm just glad that Gabe and I have made it to Costa Rica safe and sound. But also, on the other side of things, we have our mommy Gel that has experienced absolutely no turbulence because she was in New Jersey and coming 2 days after to Costa Rica because of some other prior commitments that she had. But yeah, she's a blessed one. God really blessed this woman. But all the mommies are also coming out with some YouTube videos, so when they're all out, I will definitely link them. So please watch out for that. Also, a disclaimer that we have no intention of being insensitive while ranting about our flight issues. The first world problems we face is absolutely nothing compared to the devastation the people of the Guanacaste province actually faced. We pray for their protection and healing for them always. And also, as we go through this, I will break down all of our stops by time and cost, so it'll be easier to model our Costa Rica itinerary if you and your friends would be interested. So after 4 extra hours of waiting for Gabe and John to land and get through customs, we have finally reunited.
This is a
At 6
ginormous
p.m.
car.
we've started our journey to our first food stop. It was funny, as we were driving through the streets of San Jose, Gabe said, "I will literally eat anywhere, even if it's in someone's kitchen." And won't you look at that? No, we weren't eating in a kitchen, but even better, a garage. Soda El Pilón served delicious, authentic local food, and after a whopping 15-hour travel day, all we wanted to do was feast, and we for sure feasted. So just look at this spread. We weren't eating alone. There were some 2 kitty cats that were dining in with us, and yeah, it was fun. The food was delicious. Before heading to our Airbnb, we thought it would be good to get our basic groceries at Walmart. I thought that the US Walmarts were already so overstimulating until I walked into a Costa Rican Walmart, and oh my gosh, there were so many different signs and colors until we headed on our long drive, which I took maybe an hour of that portion, and thanks to John, he did drive a majority of it. On the plane ride here, Gabe and I met a very nice man that told us that he just came back from Costa Rica a week before, and he told us that his #1 rule is to not drive at night, and clearly we did not follow his #1 rule, so sorry to that man. Yes, you should not do as we are doing, because all of the highways we were on were just 1 lane. It was pitch black, there was so much construction and so many potholes. After such a long travel day, the moment we walked through that Airbnb, we absolutely crashed out. Good morning. Guys, good morning. I have no hair comb, so I comb my hair with my fingers. But look, we're in Costa Rica. That's the only semblance of Costa Rica I can present you right now, is the green leaves. All awake now. Slept very well. Got to the Airbnb last night at 12:30 and fell asleep at maybe 2:30. You know what? Considering that we left New Jersey at 3 a.m. and we got to our actual Airbnb at 12:30 a.m., I'll consider this not just a 15-hour travel day, but actually a 21-hour travel day. I'm gonna get ready, make some breakfast with mommy, and we're gonna go around. This night is actually so scary. Gabe woke up early, like at 8 a.m. and he went to the gym by himself, and he ran 3 miles there, 3 miles back. He's determined, man. He was swimming, now he's showering. Girl.
Okay.
We stayed up till the morning,
Oh my god, it's not sweet.
It's on the floor.
talking till the first light of dawn. Just like fate without no warning.
We're in Manila.
It hit me so hard.
Is that a horse? Oh my god, it's a horse, Gabe! Gabe, this is your time.
Oh, the phone's saying.
We finally made it to our first stop ever in Playa Conchal. They say it's like a pink sand beach, but You'll see later that it's not really that pink. From our parking to the beach, it took us 15 minutes to walk across to actually get down to the beach. We were then welcomed by many vendors, one of them being Lewis, who set up a tent for us, and we just spent a couple hours soaking in the sun. I swear Gabe hates me because he takes the most unflattering pictures of me. Like, look at this one. It's like I'm about to fight the ocean. Some angles you could kind of see that it is pink, but it actually gets that color because the sand is actually made out of tiny seashells that range from pink to white. The food was very comforting here at Rural, and we were able to finally try the Imperial beer. Didn't have that like Bud Light taste where it has that weird aftertaste. It was very delicious. I think we're also sensing a trend that cats are very prominent in this country, and I'm not mad about it. Here's the obligatory spread. It did feel a little bit overpriced, but I think it's because we were in Tamarindo, a very touristy area. After we ate, we went to the grocery store to then prepare to eat again. And before that, we decided to take a quick dip at the pool just for fun. And this water was so cold, especially because it was raining that day. We thought of it as a cold plunge. We learned a couple of things at this cafe. First is that there's nothing that will compare to the first taste of coffee after a long time. Second, we totally underestimated how long the food would take, and we had an appointment to chase, but in the end it was fine, which just goes to show that the Costa Rican people just move in a more forgiving and calming manner than us Americans. Maybe we should learn a little thing or two from them. And finally, that Gabe drools while he sleeps. Guys, update. We dropped off John and Gabe on their tour. Now we have to pick up Jel, but we are an hour away and I think she already landed. We're doing it self-guided, the national park, but they're gonna do it with a tour. Hopefully we could figure things out, but... Well, Gabe and John have already been busy taking beautiful vacation pics. The lack of male presence definitely attacked me and my mommy Jai.
What did we just witness, mommy?
3 men on a garbage truck hitting their private parts. Hitting each other's, not their own.
But when we passed through, they were looking at us, so I feel like they were doing that on purpose, no?
No, they for sure were.
Oh, I hated that!
Because they were smiling.
Yeah, and the guy would like cover his face with his shirt. Oh, I hated it!
That's why I was like, don't smile, don't smile.
Don't give them the satisfaction.
After that traumatic experience, all we wanted to see was our mommy Jel, and we're glad to have reunited with her finally. Now we have outnumbered all of the men, and we feel more powerful together. Since she just landed, she was really hungry, so we decided to eat here where they serve typical Costa Rican food. This was very good for me. I think this was the most traditional we've ate so far, and we were able to try some Costa Rican Coca-Cola, and I'm telling you, it tasted different.
I love it. That looks weird.
Oh, it tastes good though.
We can't eat without having a cat absolutely terrorizing us while we're eating. And now that we're full of energy, now we can start our own adventure. Gabe and John decided to do a private tour, and they paid a flat fee to be able to see all of the waterfalls, do the hot springs, and see the volcano. Us girls decided to do just one waterfall, which is the Oropendola waterfall. But in order to get there, we had to walk on this hanging bridge, and
If I had a nickel for every time I was doomed by hanging bridge, I'd have 7 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened 7 times, right?
you are just gonna have to wait for part 2 or maybe part 3 to see where those remaining 6 hanging bridges are. That was AI and absolutely terrifying. Not as terrifying as how my legs were absolutely shaking after walking up that bridge.
I'm like nervous. You see it wobbling? Okay. Nervous laugh. Maybe the faster I go, the faster it'll end.
Now you can be the judge if the falls was worth all of that. I think it's okay. Typically, you'll be able to swim in that area, but because of the tropical storms during the time that we went, the rapids was just too strong and unsafe for us to swim in. At this point, we were just spilling some tea, yapping, you know, and we were just waiting for Gabe and John to be done for their solo trip that they were having. But it's been a couple of hours and we still haven't seen them. We're waiting for Gabe and John still. It's literally been 2 hours since we last saw them. And they said they were just gonna go to the hot springs, but I don't think it will take 2 hours to go to the hot springs. So we're gonna go to the tour guide office to see if they're gonna give us updates. Hi, can we ask a question? Yeah, our 2 friends were on the one-day tour and they're still not back. Are they done? Yeah, the one-day adventure pass?
Yes, they finished around 4. Yeah, but we've been waiting for them for like maybe 2 hours now.
Literal panic at this point, and we had to give them their names. Gabe, Vu, VU, there's 2 people. But you know, you'll just have to wait for part 2 to see if they're live.